Okay, first, I want to say I'm sorry for not having weekly videos for this show. I've been watching it weekly. I just haven't had time, and now I have time, but I gotta talk about 3 episodes in one video. So it's gonna be a little jarring, all over the place, but I gotta talk about how great The Boys Season 3 continues to be. Alright, so The Boys episodes 5, 6, and 7 have been incredible. I just. The Boys Season 3 is the best it's ever been. And that's saying a lot because 1 and 2 are fantastic television, but God, it's just. This has been my favorite viewing experience of the year so far because the writing. This show better win some Emmys because the writing is just incredible. Homelander's character is so fascinating. You know, we talk about the evil Superman trope as being overplayed, overdone. And I was thinking that same thing in the first season of The Boys, like, oh, an evil Superman. Because I never read the comics or anything, right? But there's so much depth to this character. And every single scene he is in just adds more and more. And here at the end of episode 7, we get a reveal that is like, okay, we are in for an incredible finale. I just know it. Let's talk about Herogasm real quick. Brought the filthy this episode. Not as bad as I was expecting it to be. You know, I was expecting to see a lot of liquids. We did see that a little bit, but yeah, it wasn't bad. And what was really nice is that all of that stuff was going on in the background, right? But there was just so much, plot going on while all this wild stuff is going on in the background. But they never, puts the Herogasm stuff in the forefront, right? It's all in the background. You know, it's everything's happening during this, but it's not the focus. And I appreciated that because, the writing, the plot, the character stuff, it's the strength. You know, the irreverent humor is another great strength of the show for sure. But they didn't let themselves get bogged down in the shock of it, right? They kept the focus specifically on, Huey and Starlight, all that. It was 1000% in there, and it's just incredible. I cannot think of a better example of having a just giant cast of characters. All of them get just the perfect amount of screen time every episode. They manage to continue to feed what we've expected, but always amp it up, and not just in a grotesqueness, right? We've got a lot of grotesque violence and stuff, but the character depth. We learn more and more about these characters, especially what's eating at them, right? What breaks these characters down. We get so much of that every episode. And I've talked about Homelander a lot. Homelander is my favorite character, my favorite villain in television in a long time. And I cannot wait for the season finale. I'm so excited that The Boys Season 4 is coming back. Or The Boys is coming back for a Season 4. Because I don't know what I'll do when this show is gone. Like, this is prime genre television. This is perfect genre television. The stuff with Soldier Boy, I was very excited to see Jensen Ackles come into the show because I'm a huge fan of Supernatural. Love that entire series. It's the show was showrun by Eric Kripke, who did the first, I think, 5 seasons of Supernatural. So, and he had Robert Singer, in the show, the same character, sort of, like the same name, I guess, played by the same guy in earlier seasons and this season. So having Jensen Ackles in there, also awesome. I hope one day we get some Jared Padalecki action in there. I don't know, we'll see. But Soldier Boy's character is not just, oh hey, we have Jensen Ackles in here. His character is terrifying. He is also a loose cannon here. I mean, and I don't even mean that figuratively. I mean, he's literally a loose cannon. Talk about character. These are all shitty people. That's the bottom line. All of these characters are shitty people. But they're just so human. All of these superhumans are all still very human characters. And Soldier Boy is no exception. Now, this is... I gave you a spoiler warning earlier, but I want to remind you real quick, because this is the most recent spoiler for the most recent episode 7. Soldier Boy is Homelander's father. Sort of, via donation. That's awesome. I'm wondering if, what's her name, Stormfront, is going to end up being his mother, which would just add to the weirdness of that relationship with Homelander. Time will tell. I'm just going to quickly go ahead and explain why I think that's a possibility, and that's because Soldier Boy had mentioned that Liberty gal was a firecracker or whatever, implying that they mated a few times. And I don't think, they clearly say, okay, Homelander is a test tube baby via donation, but they also had to get eggs somewhere too. Maybe Liberty's egg, because they were trying to create this perfect specimen for the Nazis and whatnot. So that could be possible, which would just be so weird. But it would be something the boys would do, right? Having Homelander be mating with his biological mother. Yeah. All in all, the last 3 episodes that I haven't reviewed yet are all fantastic. I cannot wait for this finale. I think episode 8 is the finale. There's just so much stuff. It's awesome. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. But anyway, as always, those are just my thoughts on episodes 5, 6, and 7 of The Boys Season 3. If you've seen these episodes, hopefully you have, because I just talked spoilers with them. Tell me, what did you think in the comment section down below? I always like to hear thoughts. I know you guys don't ever do that, but hey, leave a comment. Anyways, leave a like on this video for more content like this, and go ahead and click right up there for that wonderful recommendation. I haven't decided what it's going to be, but I will, and you will love that video. I just know it. Anyways, until next time, my name is Mason. Take care.